As quoted by Ellen DeGeneres, we focus so much on our differences, and that is creating, I think, a lot of chaos and negativity in the world. And I think if everybody focused on what we all have in common, which is we all want to be happy. Bullying can affect many people in multiple different ways. There are many different types of bullying, and it affects everyone that has dealt with it, but there are ways to cope with it. Everyone deserves to go out in the world without being picked on and should be able to live their life however they please. Along with the definition of bullying, there are also different types to recognize. As said in the article, Definition of Bullying, the definition of bullying is when an individual or a group of people with more power repeatedly and intentionally cause hurt or harm to another person or group of people who feel helpless to respond. The first type of bullying is physical bullying. This includes hitting, kicking, tripping, punching, and more, according to the article of types of bullying. It can cause short-term or even long-term damage to someone. The next type is verbal bullying. This is like saying something to someone, such as calling them names, teasing, using racist remarks, and more. It can be no big deal at first to someone, but it can cause major issues later on if it isn't brought up. The next type is social bullying, which is harder to recognize. It can also be called covert bullying. It can include humiliating somebody, spreading rumors, mimicking, or even something simple, like leaving somebody out of a friend group. The last type is cyberbullying, which happens with teenagers especially. It can be called covert or overt bullying also. Cyberbullying is used by technology such as using your cell phone or your computer. It happens over social media, texting, emailing, and more. It can be brought up in public or private online. One could be sending hurtful text messages, nasty emails, rumors in school, and gossip. So this is a visual aid that I made, and it's over the cyberbullying on social media. The first one is Instagram, and it is at 42%, and which is the highest, and then it goes down to Facebook, which has 37%, which is the second highest. The next one is Snapchat, which has 31%, and then the last few go down to 10%. The next one is WhatsApp, which has 12%, and basically what WhatsApp is you can communicate with other people online with it. The next one is YouTube, which has 10%, and then the last one is Twitter, which only has 9%. There are many effects on a person if they are bullied, and there can also be effects on the people bullying others. As said by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, kids getting bullied can experience depression, anxiety, sadness, loneliness, and more. They may experience changes in sleep, they may lose their appetite, lose interest in their everyday activities, and may have decreased levels in school, such as their test scores and their GPA. On the other hand, kids who bully are most likely to use drugs or alcohol. They could fight a lot, vandalize property, and could drop out of school even. Even though bullying can be hard to deal with, there are coping skills. As stated in the article, Coping with Bullying, if you are getting bullied, tell a teacher, parent, a friend, or another adult that you trust. Sometimes there are also therapists at school that are welcome to help you also. Being confident in yourself can also show the bully that it doesn't bother you as much. There are many different types of bullying, and it affects everyone that has dealt with it. But there are ways to cope with it. Bullying is a big problem in the world today, which is why people need to care about it and take action against the importance. In 2016, 20.8%, which is more than 1 out of every 5 students, have reported being bullied.